time in my personal relationship with God, which means praying, learning from the Word, and seeking God's will for my life, one day at a time, no matter what you see, no matter what you don't see, just honor God with what you know. Stop being disabled, more disabled than I am, because you don't know enough to step out in faith. If you knew everything, you would need zero faith. So for me, when I was 10 years old, I had no faith, not enough faith, but the third time I rolled over trying to drown myself, I actually thought of my parents crying at my grave and visualizing the pain that I'll leave behind. I decided to stay because my parents didn't deserve anything that was bad. I didn't want to burden them, and I realized what burden I would leave behind if I actually went through with it. People ask me, well, how did I give my life to Jesus? Really cool story. 15 years old, I read a story in the Bible about a man who was born blind. And Jesus was asked, why was this man born blind? And my ears went, and I'm like, wow, it's like me asking Jesus why I was born this way. And Jesus didn't say, I don't know. He didn't say that. What did he say? It was done so that the works of God would be revealed through him. And I got goosebumps on the skin I don't even have. And what hit me the hardest was the fact that I really saw miracles throughout the Bible, and yes, today I have a pair of shoes in my closet in case he says yes to me. But what hit me the hardest was the blind man was like blind. And there's this guy in front of him that he's never seen before, never heard from before, never heard of him before. And he says, what? It was done so the works of God would be revealed through him. Now, can you just imagine the blind man hearing what's going on now? Jesus spitting in the dirt, making a clay, putting it on the man's eyes. Like, how would you feel if a stranger came up to you and said, what are you doing, man? He did not ask the A, B, C, and X, Y, Z of God's will for his life. He just let God do what he wanted and desired to do. Jesus had a plan. And it's not like the blind man said, hey, whoa, what you doing? He just stood there in faith. And at 15, I realized something. I said, God, if you have a plan for a blind man, you have a plan for me. And I pray for arms and legs. But if you don't give me arms and legs, I ain't waiting for arms and legs for you to use me.